So, I'm filming today's video outside. It's raining, as you can hear, and it's kind of sad. I mean, as if the courtyard itself wasn't small enough. This gentleman is walking laps in the. Well, he's sort of coming in and out. He's walking laps inside the ground floor of the building, and he comes out occasionally to walk around the parking area as well. So yeah, people are doing whatever they can to keep from sitting still all the time and going crazy. Honestly, I feel kind of guilty today because this older gentleman, I was sitting on the bench earlier out in the courtyard doing some reading, and this older gentleman approached me, and he had one of those bulk containers of instant noodles, which, I mean, I honestly don't even particularly like, but he gave me some. He invited me to walk up to his room with him because he was carrying the box up to his room. So he invited me to walk up with him, and then he put about half of the box in a bag and gave it to me as a gift. And I feel really guilty because he's older. He's an older gentleman, and he lives alone, and he clearly is less well off than I am. His room, the majority of the apartments in this building looked like real apartments, but his room looked like somebody had converted the storage closet into a room. And he didn't speak a word of English. He didn't even use WeChat. So I felt guilty that I couldn't even chat with him and socialize and give him my company as a form of saying thank you. So I just wish there was some way I could express to him that I appreciate his kindness and I appreciate him thinking of me. So there's that. And on a side note, rumors have been swirling that the initial deadline of March 1st to begin schools are going to be pushed back again. I'm even starting to see it like in newspapers. People are talking and saying that, this the lockdown in many cities will continue past March. So I don't know. I'm thinking about what to do if that happens. Do I want to stay here, or do I want to try to get out and, at the very least, maybe, just go to a neighboring country? But it's a real question, would another country even let me in since I've been in China all this time? Maybe not. I'd have to figure that one out. But then again, this may be more false information. I mean, just the other night, it's sort of funny now that I think about it, this bulletin started to swirl amongst WeChat saying that people were to stay off the streets between 11 in the evening and 2 in the morning, which I think we're required to do anyway, because I believe curfew is from 10 p.m. Yeah, you have to be home at 10 p.m. and you're not allowed to go out before 6, so I think that was part of the curfew anyway. But rumor had it that during this period, the city government was going to spray down the entire city. Like, they were going to drive through the streets and they were just going to, disinfect everything. And apparently even some pretty credible sources even you know perpetuated this idea. Some people, like their property managers, were saying this was going to happen. Somebody even said a person from the newspaper told them this was going to happen. And I forwarded it to my landlord, and I said, "Is this true?" And he said, "No, it's completely bogus." And sure enough, a couple hours later, the same WeChat group where I got the information from in the first place started writing and saying, yeah, actually that was false information. It's not, wasn't actually true. So, I don't know what to believe. I don't know who to believe. I don't know what's going to happen. And it's hard to plan from one day to the next. But I'm going to continue to work hard to help the students that I can. And I'm going to try to see the best in every day, the positive side of every situation. I'll see you next time. 再见。